Get him in the seat.
Okay, cut.
Good evening, and welcome to this edition of Isothermal on the Move.
If I could describe the BPT program in one word, I think it would have to be unique.
Motivating.
Involved.
Well, I'd say if I was going to describe the BPT program in a word, it'd have to be resourceful.
Oh yeah.
Fun.
I would say that word would be everything.
It's a blast. Working in news is just a lot of fun because you get an opportunity to do something different virtually every day. You're able to go out and speak to folks on a personal basis, hearing their stories, experiencing sometimes their stories, and seeing some things that you wouldn't normally see if you were stuck in an office building, you know, making spreadsheets or having conference calls. My favorite part of the job is not having one day that's exactly like the next day or the day before.
I think one of the neat things about our program at Isothermal is the fact that not only is the education affordable, our students have access to over $500,000 worth of equipment. A lot of colleges and universities either don't have that kind of equipment or they don't allow the students to have total access to it. We have so many really neat opportunities right here on campus for our students to get involved in the real world, so to speak. The fact that we have our own public radio station, WNCW, broadcasting from the same building that we're housed in. The fact that we have an ABC television affiliate, WLOS TV out of Asheville, operating a news bureau out of our building, which allows students an opportunity for an internship. We encourage the majority of our students to pursue the Associate of Applied Sciences degree. That provides a well-rounded background in both audio and video production. Then students could choose to go directly into the work field. We do have a number of students who decide to transfer to a four-year college or university to pursue a bachelor's degree upon completing the program here at Isothermal.
The North Carolina School of the Arts film program is very competitive. It was really difficult for me to get in. The year that I applied, the newspaper stated that 16,000 kids applied and 80 were accepted out of my class. I'm really glad that I went to Isothermal right out of high school. I had a heads up above everyone like coming in as far as with the equipment and as far as just the atmosphere of working with other people. To me, I don't know, it just seems like more fulfilling than any other job that I can think of. This is how I described it, I guess, to my parents. Like work a monotonous job that I cut myself away from every day when I go home. Do I want to go home and not even think about my job at all? It doesn't even matter. It's not a part of my life. It just pays the bills. Or like work on things that you're actually proud of it. You know, work on things that are enjoyable. And even if you work in like news or something, people are seeing that. So there's an intensity. You know, and if you mess up, like it's seen by people. But if you do a great job, it's seen by people. If you're on the radio, you're a part of people's night. If you can create something that lives on after you, you know, then you kind of live forever.
I think probably my best memory of being here was probably the people. There's such a mix of different people in the program that it's sort of like a melting pot, and that's one thing that I really enjoyed. This is an occupation that not many people decide that they want to do. I don't know if it's something that they think is possible. Well, I'm going to be in radio or I'm going to be in television. But with this program at Isothermal, it's very possible, and I'm proof of that. I take pride in my job because I'm in news. People are always going to want to know what's going on in the world, and they look to us to deliver that information.
View this extraordinary art. For Isothermal on the Move.
I'm Patrick Lee, your host.
And I'm Suzanne
For Isothermal on the Move.
As you can tell, skateboarding
For Isothermal on the Move.
I'm Will.
Thanks, Justin.
I'm here on location. For Isothermal on the Move, I'm Victoria Howard. Back to you guys in studio. My favorite experience in the BPT program was when I produced and reported a package for our show. It was about the play Dracula, performed here at Isothermal. I got to interview a lot of the actors and the director, and I even got to dress up as Dracula. My favorite part is being the director. At first, I really didn't want to do it because it was very intimidating, but once I got in the hot seat, I was telling people what to do, I was calling the shots, and it was a lot of responsibility, but it's also a lot of fun.